This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here It's week 4 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on the Cardinals' rocket-armed quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Cards and the Texans on Sunday night primetime.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us at Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, both these... About ready to get this one started. Jaime Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
To say he found a pretty good rhythm last week, I think, Mike, is a little bit of an understatement. I mean, he single-handedly accounted for 30 points after throwing for 5 touchdowns in last week's win. He had a couple of interceptions, and those are obviously concerning, but it's a little bit easier to live with the picks when you can get that sort of production out of your passing game. Look for him to keep slinging the rock all over the field, cut down on the turnovers. If he can do that, he expects to lead his team to another victory in this one. And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Whoa! An attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Second down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Back to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete. So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for... Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They have turned it over on down. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. First carry for Joe Mixon. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On play action, Stroud That's caught. It's Joe Mixon.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by McBride.
So often sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. That's to the right side, caught by McBride.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They'll run. Here's Benson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So we are through. They face 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Benson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll look to throw. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. He is in. Austin Hooper. Touchdown, Arizona. That touchdown, #1 for him on the year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
The Texans offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Mixon. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one good for 29.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That one is complete to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. He'll find his tight end, McBride.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
13 yards on the play.
Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Benson. He slams it in there, and he is in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Cardinals move out on top, 14-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Texans offense going to take over just before the half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. That's into the hands of Diggs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the ground, it's Mixon. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. 3rd and 5. Stroud. Oh, a loose football. The Cardinals have got it. So we're at and instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. On the handoff, this is Benson. And he will get into the end zone. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The Texans offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Stroud to throw here on first down. A hit, and he has lost the football. The Cardinals have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
A short game, down to the 7. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd, and he's into the end zone yet again. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Looking downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. Back to throw, Stroud. That's complete to Diggs. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Stroud. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First down, Texans.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Stroud. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
Open man, Xavier Hutchinson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down. Here's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They will work the middle with Mixon. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are able to cut into the deficit. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Benson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll go again with Benson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Benson. And he's got another one. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. And I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On 1st down, it's Stroud. Man.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On 2nd down, Stroud. He completes it to Hutchinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Open man, that's Collins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's week 5 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Trey Benson. He's the NFL.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And they get him down the mountain before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Benson. The numbers for Benson in last week's ball game. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And the Cardinals first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Cardinals in a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Back to throw. Robinson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll look to throw again. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And now this. To throw is Robinson. Throwing to start the drive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Robinson. And that is caught. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw. Robinson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Benson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On 1st down, it's Benson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Operating from the gun, Robinson. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off play action. Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Robinson. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Back to throw. Robinson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his man. Robinson now throwing to start the drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Robinson. Going right back to Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. A give up the middle with Benson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Benson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Robinson. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught. It's the tight end Ryman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Benson will take this one in.
It's week 6 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on the Cardinals. Rocket on quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking 1st in passing yards. It's the Cardinals and the Falcons, and it's all up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hey, football fans, glad to have you all with us early in this NFL season. It's Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you, and we've got a couple of teams here, Brock, on much different trajectories here early in the opening third of this calendar.
Yeah, but we're a part of the season, and you know this, partner. The records can still be deceiving, right? So don't look at that win-loss column and immediately say this one's a landslide. Some teams start a little slow before they surge. Some start fast, have some injuries, and we know what happens over a long season. But that picture, it's good.
Throwing now on first down. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, sometimes there's nothing you can do but throw your hands up and stare at the ground, partner. He knew he was beat deep, and there was nothing he could do about it.
Yeah, and this is one of those just killers, right? These spot fouls, it's fuel for an offense, often leads to points with a big explosive play like this, and it could be a morale killer for his defense.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. They'll run here. It's Benson. Is in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out... First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Throwing from near his own goal line. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They give up the gut to Benson. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. Got to figure out this third down here. Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona. A give left side to Benson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground with Benson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Falcons. Throwing now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Trying to work quickly now. Trying again following the sack. Throw left is intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And he takes this one. They go play action on first. He's going deep this time. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. They'll try it right with Benson. And they don't allow a lane to form. Defense taking care of that play near the line. They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. They're going for this. Trying for the deep ball. And on 4th down, that one will... Back to throw on 1st and 10. Throw is there. Trey McBride. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Play action on 1st down. Forced out to his right. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons... First and 10 now from the 30. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He'll look to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll throw it yet again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 3rd quarter lead. First and 10 now from the 30. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He's trying to push the field. Brought in inside the 20. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Airing it out to start this drive. On the move, headed right. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Wilson's got it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. They get 35 out of that one. And it'll be first down, Arizona. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. The give now to Benson. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Handoff on second and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come.
And he will carry this across. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Finds a seam down the middle. And that should just about do it. The Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cards and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from... Back to throw here to begin the drive. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll try and run. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Benson. And that bit. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll run here with Benson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He'll drop to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. A run out of the gun with Benson. And he will work his way down inside the 30. A pickup of 6. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down. They'll run. Here's Benson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Benson. And he will. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That one hung up for grabs across the field. It gets intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the cut.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be off. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 1st and 10 now from the 36. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Now give up the middle, it's Benson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Benson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick up the pace. On 3rd down, they go with Benson. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try it now with Benson. And he will score a... Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Harrison right side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. He's going to air this one out for Jones. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL...
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. They'll run. And he's into the end. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up. And that's going to wind up incomplete. The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get... They'll drop to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Again, working deep downfield. That is hot. And he will take this one. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now he'll run.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Now, faking the give. This is caught at the 2. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cardinals and the Broncos, and it's coming up next.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. Final game of the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
quarterback not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. A give. Here's Benson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to...
And he's into the end zone. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That is caught at the 3. And he... Back to throw here to begin the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We go right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Back to the air one more time. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. To the goal line and in. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Catch made right side by Wilson. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They'll look to throw yet again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll fire one deep for Harrison.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. On the handoff, this is Benson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out for Jones. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. That's going to be caught, and he's not going to get... On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That one caught by Wilson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the toss, they go with Benson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Benson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. Here comes 3rd and 6. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Robinson hit. He's lost the ball. One of his teammates there to take it back in. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That is brought in. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. They run out of the gun with Benson. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Now, faking the give. That is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. A run with Benson. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here we go. One final play. Going up top. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end.